My name is Emily, and I'm an English student. This is my story. I want to share my experiences living in London and tell you about my incredible teacher. You can follow my journey and learn English along with me. It was a beautiful summer day, and I was on a train. Two women were sitting opposite me, speaking English. I didn't understand much. I was just a beginner, and my vocabulary was limited. Still, I decided to talk to them. I used the basic English I knew, and to my delight, they understood me. I felt a surge of happiness and explained that I wanted to learn English. They told me they were from England, on their way home from a conference. Our conversation lasted for about 10 minutes until my station arrived. Before I left, they gave me their address and phone number, inviting me to visit them in England. After that encounter, I dedicated myself to studying English every day. I translated texts and watched movies in English. 6 months later, my English had significantly improved, but I was hungry for more. I decided to move to London to formally study the language. Once in London, I enrolled in a school. My first class was on a Monday. I met my teacher, a kind young woman, and the other students. After introducing ourselves, the lesson began. Our teacher, whose name was Sarah, asked us how we studied English. She told us she would teach us a simple and effective method that didn't involve traditional studying or textbooks. Instead, the focus was on using the language as much as possible. This was perfect for me, as I disliked conventional studying. Sarah explained that the primary purpose of language is communication, to express and understand ideas. Therefore, the best way to learn a new language is to use it for communication. She pointed out that many students get caught up in memorizing vocabulary and grammar rules without actually using the language. While learning new words and grammar is necessary, she promised to show us a more natural way to do so. I was captivated by her approach. The rest of the lesson involved us talking in pairs or with the teacher about our hobbies and free time. I loved it. This learning style was exactly what I needed. On Tuesday, a student from South Korea named Jin Ho asked a question that resonated with me. What's the best way to learn new words? Sarah explained, statistically, the most effective way is reading. People who read for at least 30 minutes a day in a new language learn twice as fast as those who don't. She gave us some pointers for maximizing the benefits of reading. First, choose a book or text that genuinely interests you. It could be a story or something related to your job or hobby. Don't force yourself to read something boring. Second, select a text that is at an appropriate level where you know most of the words. This prevents frustration and keeps the experience enjoyable. When you come across a word you don't understand, she continued, look it up in a dictionary, understand its meaning, and then continue reading. You don't need to write it down or try to memorize it. Just focus on understanding the text. Reading not only teaches you new words, but also shows you how they connect within sentences, helping you learn grammar naturally. The lesson then shifted to discussing life in England and job opportunities for students, which was very helpful for me. My classmates suggested I visit a job center. After school, I went straight there and asked the woman at the counter what jobs were suitable for a student. She suggested being a cleaner or a waiter. She noted that my English was good enough for a cafe job, which would give me more opportunities to practice speaking. She told me I could start on Thursday. I was thrilled to have a job where I could improve my English. On Wednesday, Jin Ho, the Kwadit student from South Korea, expressed his struggles with pronunciation. He knew his pronunciation wasn't great, which made him hesitant to speak. He understood English well from reading and watching films, but wanted to improve his speaking skills. Sarah addressed his concern by introducing a technique called shadowing. She explained that pronunciation problems often arise because we use the muscles in our mouths the same way we do for our native language. Shadowing helps retrain these muscles. The technique is simple, she said. You listen to a video or audio recording and copy the sounds you hear in real time. It's how children learn to speak perfectly, by imitating their parents. She showed us a YouTube video demonstrating the technique, and we all practiced for a few minutes. She also mentioned that shadowing for 10 minutes before a presentation can significantly improve pronunciation. This was a new and exciting concept for me. After class, I went to the school reception to ask about sports activities. The receptionist told me about the table tennis and football teams. The football team had practice that day at 5 p.m. I was ecstatic, as sports are a big part of my life. At the training, I met players from Brazil, Japan, Russia, Spain, and Italy. I loved the practice and felt happy that my time in England was starting so well. I had a great teacher, new friends, and a job starting the next day. On Thursday, a new student named Isabella from Italy joined our class. Sarah recognized her from a 2-week beginner's course a year ago. When Isabella spoke, her English was beautiful, fluent, and her pronunciation was excellent. Sarah was impressed and praised her school in Italy. Isabella replied, "I don't go to any school. I learn at home using your techniques, reading, shadowing, and thinking aloud. I try to think more in English than in Italian. The 2 weeks in your class last summer showed me how to work on my English every day. I was a beginner then, and now I can speak fluently. I came back to learn more from you." Sarah was beaming with pride. I was familiar with reading and shadowing, but thinking aloud was new to me. I asked Sarah to explain it. "It's a very effective, though some might say crazy technique," she said. "You have to be highly motivated. It's simple. You think in your native language all day, every day. Now start thinking in English and then say your thoughts out loud." Sarah asked Isabella to share her experience. Isabella explained, "It wasn't easy at first. I started with simple sentences like, 'I can speak English. I want to be better. I need to practice every day.' The hardest part was simplifying my complex Italian thoughts into simple English. But after a while, it became natural. Then I met a man from Australia on holiday in Italy. I was still a beginner, but I could speak with him without much trouble. My sentences were simple, but I didn't have to translate in my head. That experience motivated me to use the thinking aloud technique even more.
It has helped my speaking immensely. Our teacher thanked Isabella for sharing. Her story was a powerful testament to the methods we were learning: read, listen, and speak. Do each for 30 minutes every day, and you will see incredible progress.